time no see. Markus Gronemann from Wrestling Observer. You've come a long way from wrestling in Germany, from the Turbinenhalle in Oberhausen, and you're on top. Kaiser is up there, Ilya Dragunov, and European wrestlers are roaming the wrestling world. Will Ospreay is on top. Zack Sabre just won the G1. So, what do you think? Like, is it the European work ethic, or what makes European wrestlers stand out in the world of wrestling these days?
I think it's because we're the best. I think that's the reason. No, I think there's certainly different styles, and Europe always has to be known that having solid technique, having a certain amount of physicality, and sport was always the main focus, and obviously that shaped me and my thinking about the sport as well. And I think it's the foundation of it. And now, ever since WWE years ago started to open up to the wrestling world, that influence came into the company, and the fans enjoy it a lot, and it will just get more and more popular.
Third row.
Keith Elliott Greenberg with Inside the Ropes magazine. Ersten vielen Dank für das heute Abend.
Appreciate the efforts.
Okay. What made the experience very unique tonight was the way the fans reacted to you. They were still chanting your name, Walter, your old name. When you come into a place like Berlin and you have that sense of community with the fans for years and years, what are their expectations of you that you don't face in other places? And what are the little touches you have to implement in order to satisfy those demands?
I think, so first of all, it's kind of like the German fans are very different to, I would say, worldwide. Like we're having sellouts all around the world, and people are very excited. And the last week we had a tour of Germany, and the German fans are a little bit different. They're a little bit harder to get, and you have to work a little bit harder, but that's the environment I grew up as a wrestler. And I think that's what's a big part of what made me good, that the fans over here are, they just expect a little bit more out of us. And I think that shaped me to be the kind of wrestler that I am. And I think I managed to, I worked hard to gain their respect and to be out there and receive that authentic respect. That's a very rewarding feeling, and I thank them for that.
Third row.
Patrick Friedland from Funke Medien, Germany. Hello. And I want to ask you something about one specific moment in the match. After I think 5 or 6 minutes, the people started this big Laola chant, and the match kind of stopped for a moment, and Randy Orton looked like, what the hell is going on here? And he's a veteran doing this since 25 or 30 years. So what did you think in this specific moment? And could we Germans keep up with the people in Lyon and Perth and wherever WWE had this big live events in the last months?
I mean, first of all, yes. I think everybody kept up with the expectations today. I think it was a very special atmosphere. And what I love about being in Europe, it almost feels like a football stadium. It's like a lot of the energies. It's very similar, and the crowd is loaded, and it's very different from, I guess, what Randy's used to. And I yelled it over to him 2 or 3 times. I'm like, well, I'm used to that stuff. Like, that's how they are over here, and that's what we do it for. We do it for, as an escape for every single fan that comes to the building and wants to, be part of that experience. So, and they brought it.
Kevin Clifton from Gorilla Position. Speaking of football, there's an expression where we say, play the game, not the occasion, so that they don't get nervous because of the size of the occasion. But this must have been a massive occasion for you tonight. Did that make you more nervous in any way for tonight, or are you just so kind of experienced that you don't feel those nerves anymore?
Well, I'm blessed with a very, I don't get nervous. I'm blessed with that. And I was very excited going out today because moments like today, and obviously I would think today there has been more pressure on me than ever before because WWE did that big event over here in Germany, and I think it was still like it's never happened before. So there's still a little bit of a risk that the company took to do that. And yeah, to be the more or less the poster boy of all of that is obviously a big responsibility, but I worked my whole life to be in situations like that. So the last thing I want to think about is, I don't know, being nervous. I was looking forward to that. And for those 20, 30 minutes out there, that's why we take, all those struggles upon us. And that's what I'm here to do. And I was very excited going out there, and I was able to lose myself in that atmosphere today and celebrate professional wrestling and WWE here in Germany. And when it comes to WWE in Germany, I haven't heard anything, but I would be surprised if it ends here. I think it's a very strong statement, and I'm more than positive that we will be back here.
Last question.
Alison McGeorge with Metro from the UK. And it's a simple one. You're building quite a legacy here and around the world. What do you hope that legacy will be as your career continues?
I don't know. I literally never thought about that. I try to be the best I can be. I try to be the best wrestler I can be. And I try to have the best matches I can have. That's what I'm only focused on. And that's what I'm continuing to do. And I think if we focus on being the best possible, then that's when the product will be the best possible. And that's when the fans will have the best possible experience.
Well, Gunther, thank you so much.